All right, so starting off at the back edge of our mat, we're gonna stand with our feet about shoulder hip distance apart. I'm gonna add some little shoulder rolls here. Now I just wanna think about that nice full range of motion, up, back, and down. You can add some wrists if you'd like. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and settle my shoulders down. Hands are easy by your side, and we want to think about that string out of the top of our head. We're going to draw the navel to spine, and with the knees a little bit soft, we'll stand tall and take a few deep breath cycles. I want to focus on a full, strong inhale. Rib cage expands, and then that full, strong exhale. Rib cage contracts. Try to find the balance between the toes and the heels. And you can also rock to find that balance between the outside and inside of your foot. Breathing deep. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, reaching high. And I'm going to lift my heart. Then press the hands open as I hinge forward. And I'm just going to bring my hands to the top of my thighs, and I'm going to take a little bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So just kind of working those hips, getting them ready, and then go ahead and straighten those legs and slide the hands down to meet the floor. You can bend your knees to get here if you need. I'm going to paddle through the legs. I want to feel the stretch down the back of my thighs. Allowing the head to relax forward. Shake the head no if you'd like. I'm going to settle both heels down and keeping the belly button drawn to the spine. I'm going to bring myself a little deeper into this fold, nose to knees. Soften your knees, slide your hands up, and unfold one vertebra at a time, stacking the vertebra. And at the top, a big inhale, the arms up, lifting the heart, reaching through those hands. Press the hands open and swan dive forward, leading with the heart. Now you can stop here or go ahead and take this a little deeper into that fold, fingertips, knuckles, or palms. So if you're still out here, you can rest your hands on the thighs and then just ease yourself forward as you can. Otherwise, fingers are on the floor, knuckles or palms. And let the head relax forward. Now I've got my feet about shoulder, hip distance apart. I'm going to let the head relax down and bring your hands up to your elbows. Take an easy little side to side. And we'll bring it back to center. Soften the knees and unfold. I'm going to release the arms as I stack the vertebra one at a time. Coming to stand nice and tall. And at the top, we'll take that big inhale. Arms lift, chest lifts, reaching. Press the hands open as we hinge forward. And I am going to stop halfway here. Float the hands into the small of your back. Think about opening up through the shoulders and chest. And then go ahead and continue your forward fold. Let the head relax down. Interlace your fingers and push the knuckles away. Lifting and lowering. Just opening up through the shoulders and the chest. Paddling through the legs if you still want some of that. Now, take those knuckles, press to the ceiling, straighten those arms, straighten the legs, and then rest the hands in the small of your back. Soften your knees and unfold. Scooping the belly in nice and tight and unfolding. Bring this to the top as you release the hands. Take an easy shoulder roll. And we'll take a big inhale, arms up. And then exhale, float the arms down. Bring your feet a little closer together. We're going to take a walk out on our mat. So with that wall right down behind, we're going to inhale. Exhale, peeling away from that wall. Nod the chin down. Scoop the belly, really holding tight. And slide this down to meet the floor. You can bend your knees if you need that. And we're going to take this little walk into our downward facing dog. So once you're here, You can kind of adjust how you're standing, where your hands are placed. And I'm going to pedal through my heels. Now, I'm going to press both heels into the floor, really trying to sink the heels down, and then go ahead and take a double lift and lower. I'm spreading the weight through my hands. I want to curl my fingertips in and really try to engage through the whole hand. Let's go ahead and sink into those heels and push into this downward facing dog. So think about really pushing your chest in the direction of your feet. And then from here, I'm going to round the back, scoop the belly, coming forward into my plank. I'm just going to adjust my stance a little bit. And I want to make sure that my hips are nice and low. So I don't want my booty up here, nor do I want to feel like I'm sinking in my low back. Spread the weight through the fingers and take some scapular push-ups. Inhale down, exhale up. Two more, please. And hold it at the top. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pressing back into your downward facing dog. Take your time. Just adjust your stance if you need that. And let's go ahead and bring the knees down to the floor. Shift your weight back. I've got my knees apart, and I'm going to sink down and allow my hands to reach and stretch. Now from here, if you want to look up for just a minute, I'm going to bring my hands together and just reach back and touch the shoulders. And then hands together and lower. And then up and back and reach and stretch. Bringing it in. So I'm just hinging at the elbow. Just giving those triceps a little break. Now reaching back. Hold those hands, reaching for the back of the shoulder here. And I'm going to go ahead and set my hands down, coming up into hands and knees. So we're going to go into just our little quadruped or bird dog, whatever you want to call this. We're going to start off with our cat and cow. I'm going to inhale, look ahead. I want to think about that length through the neck, slightly tilt the tailbone up, and keep the belly button scooped to your spine. We're going to inhale and exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, really round the back here. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. On your next one, we're going to lift that right knee. So we will inhale and then exhale. Right knee comes toward your nose. We're going to extend that leg and hold. Nice and long. So I want to think about keeping that leg about hip height. I'm going to reach my left arm out. So thinking about that distance between your fingertips and your toes, just really stretching. And I'm going to take a little elbow to knee and then reset. Elbow to knee and reset. Really engaging through the back of the leg, into the glutes. Get that leg up there. Elbow, knee, and reset. Let's get one more. Elbow, knee, and reset. And hold. Set the hand down. Set the knee down. And reposition. So we're going to go to the other side. You give it a quick little wrist rotation. We're going to take that cat and cow. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, left knee comes toward the nose. And we extend that leg back and hold. Trying to keep that foot at hip height. Reach the right arm in opposition. You might be a little different on each side, so working toward that balance. Nice and long, fingertips to toes, elbow to knee, that curl. reset. Nice and long, and reach, and curl, and reach, guys. Curl, and reach. Let's get one more. Curl, reach, and hold, nice and long. We're gonna set it down, knee down, quick little child's pose. All right, so we are going to add some weights. So what I would like you to do is to have your small hand weights or whatever you're choosing to lift, just set them up right on either side. So we're gonna go back into that little quadruped position, and we're gonna add this arm lift and lower. Earlier today, we did a little more triceps. I'll give your triceps a little bit of a break for now. We still have to get some. But we're going to be taking that long extension, and we're going to be working out of the shoulder, in the back of the shoulder. So if you decide that you don't want this weighted at any point, you can go ahead and set those weights down. So weights are ready for us. We're going to come right out to our tabletop position. Let's inhale, looking ahead. Exhale, and round. Scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone. And big inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale and exhale. Right knee in, and we extend. Get that leg reaching nice and long. I'm going to take my weight in my left hand and extend. So I'm just going to lift, lift, and lift. So a little higher. Arms and shoulders and hips, glutes. And 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to set it down with control. Replace the hand. Little cat and cow. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last time, inhale. Exhale, left knee comes in. We extend and hold. So keeping that leg right out nice and long. Take your weight in your right hand and extend. Lift, lift, lift. Back of the shoulder. Lift, lift. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight down. Bring that knee down. Take a quick little sit into child's pose, reaching through the hands, and you can come up for little wrist rotations, flexion, extension if you need that. All right, let's go ahead and bring this around. We're going to kick the feet around. We're going to go into our half roll backs. I'm going to keep my little 3 weights right next to me, and we're going to be going back, so you can choose to leave the weights on the floor for this or add them, and we'll add a little bit of progression. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, half roll back. I want to scoop out the belly. I'm going to walk one leg up. I'm going to walk the other leg up. Keep reaching nice and long. Keep reaching. Now let's go ahead and add some legs. We're going to extend right and left, and right and left. Nice and long. Right and left. One more. Right. One more. Left. Both feet are going to come up and squeeze. I want to think about those inner thighs. And then bring it down. Take a nice little reach. And bring it up. Okay, so we're going to add the arms. So if you choose, you can keep it weight free. Otherwise, we're going to hold it out. And we're going to be doing an incline press. Earlier today, we just kind of held the arms. I want to think about this little diagonal off the shoulder. All right? So you can go ahead and take the weights now, or you can wait till you're set up. We're going to sit up tall. We're going to inhale, exhale, half roll back, one leg up, other leg up. Now I'm going to bring the weights, and I'm just going to have my elbows wide, leading with my palms. So I'm going to take it right and left, and right and left. Scoop the belly, right and left. Really strong, right and left. Let's get 2 more presses. Right, left leg. Last time, right and left. Now bring both legs up, Reach both arms up, cross your ankles, and take it down. Give yourself just an easy little stretch, anything you feel like you need here. Okay, so moving on, still keeping with those little alternating extensions, we're gonna add that rotation. I'm gonna keep my weights handy. You can hold them separately, or I kind of like to cross them over. All right, so we are going to bring this up into our little half roll back. So scooping the belly, a little bit of a rounded low back. Now I've got my hands, I'm just gonna cross my weights, extend right, twist right, and left, and right, and left. Really trying to get that hand across, and left, and right, and left. Two more. Right and left. Last time right, last time left. Both weights up. Zip those thighs, finding balance, and bring it down. Take a little break. All right, so let's set the weights down and bring ourselves all the way back, and we're gonna go into our hundreds. So coming down, either hands behind your knees or unassisted, one vertebra at a time, down to the floor. All right, so from here, we're gonna walk the knees into the chest, pardon me, and we're gonna stack the knees right over the hips. All right, so I wanna think about this little tabletop position, stacking those knees directly over the hips. Bring this into forward flexion, start your pulses. Let's flex on the inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, point and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend and flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, and point, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really scooping the belly toward the floor, trying to decrease that space in the low back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Adding on lower lift, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. Really strong inner thigh squeeze. Lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, lower lift. Now bring it about halfway up and hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay here, lift up, knees in, head down, and take a little break. Giving yourself a little side to side, neck rotation, foot flexion, extension, anything you feel like you need if you feel that tension building up. So let's go ahead and take the legs out, nice and long, zip the thighs together. So with this one, I want to think about that space in my low back. I don't want it to get too high. I want to think about scooping my belly to the floor, really trying to keep this imprint in my mat. Now there's going to be a little bit of a natural curve of your low back. I don't want to totally erase that. Let's go ahead and take our weights, and I'm going to reach over the chest. So I'm going to push toward the ceiling and then lower with control. Exhale as you reach, and inhale, retract your scapula. So think about that little space in your upper middle back, and I want to squeeze the mat there. So just that little squeeze, and it's a subtle movement. This isn't overkill. Now I'm keeping my hands kind of easy on this. I want to avoid grasping my equipment whenever I can help it. I want to keep the abdominals held in, keep the arms long, excuse that little elbow bend. So coming down and up. Let's get one more, guys. Take it down, and we're going to go up. All right, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping this lower half really strong and active. A little external rotation, so I'm squeezing the mat with the back of my legs and my glutes. So I'm just going to turn my hands, and I'm going to reach back. I'm going to bend my elbows. I don't want to pop my rib cage. We're going into our roll up. I'm going to inhale, lift, exhale, peel, coming up, out, and over, flexed feet, sit tall, and then we're going to take it down. I want to squeeze those legs, coming down super slow, and the arms reach back. A little bend in the elbow if you need it, and inhale, exhale. Trying to keep those legs really heavy on the floor. They tend to want to lift with us a bit, so scoop that belly, taking it down, and the arms float back. Inhale, Exhale and reach. Sit up tall, taking it down, keeping those thighs zipped. 2 more, guys, and inhale. Exhale and reach. Sit up tall, taking it down. We've got 1 more, guys. Nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop that belly. Reach into that fold. Sit up tall. Take it down, 1 vertebra at a time, nice and slow. And the arms are just going to circle around to your side to release your weights. Now go ahead and catch up with your waistband in case it pulled down on you just a little bit. They do tend to travel with our roll-ups. Go ahead and walk your knees into your chest. Take a moment, a little back massage, foot flexion extension if you need it. Let's go into our abs series. So for this one, you'll just need 1 weight. I'm going to bring this into forward flexion. I'm going to keep the right, extend the left. My weight is in my right hand, and so I'm going to lift that foot a little bit and pass it under. And then switch. Inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. Think about the reach through the foot. And reach, and reach. Now I'm going to change directions. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And we're going to pull both knees into the chest and lower with control. All right, so for this one, I need both weights. And when my arms circle around, I want to do it palms up, okay? So from here, knees are tucked into the chest. Bring yourself into forward flexion. We're going to take both arms and legs. Big reach, arms circle, knees float in. And reach, and circle. And reach, and circle around. And reach, and circle. All right, so we're going to keep this, but I'm going to add the little 3-heel beat. Reach it out. 3, 2, 1. Circle. And reach and hold. 3, 2, 1, and circle. Careful of that low back. 3, 2, 1, and circle. 2 more, guys. And 3, 2, 1, and circle. 1 more. Reach and hold. 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down. Take a break. Giving that neck a little rotation, a little back massage if you need it. We're going to take this up to our single straight leg stretch. So let's reach out and think about lengthening through the back of our thighs, okay? We're engaging the top of our thighs. So strong strong quadriceps stretching through the hamstrings. We're going to lift into forward flexion, so looking toward your belly button. I'm going to bring my right leg in, left leg takes it down, and trying to keep the leg nice and straight. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Think about that long scissor slice. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. 2 more. And we're going to float both knees into the chest, lower with control, and give yourself a break. All right, so double straight leg stretch. Always start with the modification first. You can always come back to this if you prefer, if you need that. So I'm going to stack my knees over my hips. I want to make sure that I'm keeping this angle on that little tip out, so I don't want to drop my heels to my booty. Take your hands behind your head and just giving that neck a little support, all right? So I'm going to dip and bring it to tabletop. I want to think about this really strong connection, navel to spine, and dip and tabletop. Now you can stay with this with the bent knees, keeping that 90-degree angle, or extend the legs. I'm going to turn my toes out, so making that little V or that Pilates stance. We're going to lower and lift. Put some of that squeeze in the back of your legs. Lower and lift, and lower and lift. And I'm not pulling in my head. I'm just kind of creating that little cradle for my head to rest. Keep it strong, and lower and lift. 2 more, guys. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower and lift. Knees in, head down. Take a little break. All right, going into our crisscross. We're going to take one hand on top of the other, back of the hands against the forehead. I'm going to bring this into forward flexion, keep the right, and extend through the left. Shoulder comes over toward the knee, so we cross and switch. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Think about the reach through the leg, big twist, twist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Last set. Now I want to end on my left leg. Twist, bring it in, and take a little break. All right, guys, we're going to set those feet down for just a moment. I do have one more thing. I did it with the class earlier, and it's kind of a fun little pass again. So we're going to be getting more of this up and down crunch. So take one weight, walk both knees in, and I want to lift up and reach behind both legs and then lay it back and up and down, up and down. So just passing under the legs, pass, scoop the belly, lift the shoulders, and I'm going to keep my right leg in, extend the left, and up, and up. Woo! Scoop the belly, up, and up. Two more, and up, and up. I'm going to bring both knees in. I'm going to change directions. So go up, up. Scoop that belly, lift, and lift. Passing with control. Now I'm going to keep the left, extend the right, and lift, lift, and lift. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Both knees in, take a break, give that neck a little rest. Whew, good work, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and set the weights down, and we're going to bring this into some bridging. All right, so starting off with both heels on the floor, both feet on the floor, shoulders down. I want to reach in the direction of my feet. I want to make sure that I'm not letting my knees fall apart. So knees and hips are, knees and feet are about hip distance apart. So another spinal articulation exercise. We're going to inhale. And then exhale, I want to peel. So I want to scoop the belly, lift through the tailbone, lifting all the way into my shoulder bridge. Now earlier we just did one little thing. We just did the bridge. So we're going to add on a few things. So I'm going to lift through the heels. So I'm going to think about popping up onto the ball of the foot. Keep those hips squeezing toward the ceiling. And let's go ahead and alternately add that little heel tap. So adding that little heel tap, nice and tall through the hips. And let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both heels up. Pop those hips up a little higher before we walk this down with control. Hips down, heels down. Let's add some weights. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to lead with my thumb in the crook, or the weight in the crook of my thumb and forefinger. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be in our shoulder bridge, and we're going to be alternately doing this little overhead raise and lower. So I want to really think about this control. So if you want to take a couple of these movements, and I don't want to go back so far that I kind of lose control of that shoulder. So if you need to go about 3/4 of the way, 5/6 of the way, and then bring it in. Make sure that you're always keeping the shoulder really active. All right, so starting off with our bridge, let's inhale, exhale, peel, scooping, lifting, coming into that really strong bridge, and we're going to do those little heel marches again. So pop the heel, and let's reach both arms up, So we're going to take that little 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to keep those heels marching. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we kind of have to get a little bit of a coordination. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My heels don't want to tap for me. I kind of want to think about the arms. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring both arms up. Bring those hips up. Walk it down, nice and slow, hips down, and bring this down. I wouldn't have thought that that required as much coordination as it did for my brain. So hopefully you guys were successful. All right, so we're going to continue with a little bit of bridging. So I want to really think about the strong support through the glutes and the low back, lifting those hips toward the ceiling. We're going to do flies and then triceps extension. So just this little bend and straighten. All right, so let's go ahead and press up into our bridge, and we're just going to stay here with our feet in this, feet heels down, staying in this bridge. So from here, reach this up, and I want a little bit of a bend in my elbow, like I'm going to give a big bear hug. I'm going to open most of the way and then bring it back up. So open and back up. I'm going to inhale and exhale. And inhale. Now hold this up, and I'm going to keep the elbows pointing to the ceiling and take this little elbow bend. So just bringing those hands down either side of your ears and press and down. Now let's take those flies. 4, 3, 2. Now take those triceps. Here we go. 4, 3, here's 2, and flies, 2 and 2, out. Keep those hips up, out, and triceps, down, and down. Here's those flies, 2 and 2. Woo, keep those hips up, and triceps, and up. Ready? Singles, keep those hips up, out, then down, and out, and down. Keep lifting, out, and down. We're going to get one more here, guys. Out, and down. Big lift, lower with control. Hopefully it feels good to end that little bridge. I'm going to set my weights down, and I'm going to walk my knees in and give myself a well-deserved little rest, little break. All right, so let's go ahead and come over to our knees. And we're going to do some shoulder presses. So I want to think about this overhead reach, nice and strong. So we're just going to come and take this kneeling position. So nice and tall, shoulders down. So I'm going to start with this wide position with my elbows. And for right now, I'm just going to focus on this overhead up and down, and up and down. Nice and tall. Lift and down, and lift. Now I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to lean and come up and lean. So I want to keep my hips forward and up, and lean and up and lean. Set up for your shoulder press. Up and down and up and down. Nice and tall and down. Now I'm going to bring my hands in, and we're going to take the lean. So I want to keep my hips kind of pressing forward. I want to think about this squeeze in the glutes. I'm just holding my weights kind of close here. Now, with your shoulder press, you're going to add just a little sit back. So you're going to sit down, hover your booty, and then come up and down and up. Scoop that belly, down and up. Last one like this.
Now lean. Here we go. Back and up and back. Squeeze those hips forward and up and back. Whew. And up. We're going to get one more of each of those. Ready? So little sit hover with that press, that overhead press. Down and up and down and up. One more. And let's lean. Here we go. Squeeze and up. So really engaging the quadriceps, the glutes, and up. Two more. Back and up. Last time, guys. Squeeze. Pull it up. Set those weights down. Have a little seat back for your child's pose. I'm going to reach those arms. Now we can stretch those quads. I'm just going to come into this little tabletop. I'm going to sit my right foot a little further forward, reach back and pull, finding balance, pull and stretch my heel in toward my bottom. So stretching the top of the thigh. Now there's another way that we can stretch those, and I can show you that as well. So I'm just going to lean that back and then pull that foot toward my bottom, kind of sinking in till I get a nice little stretch happening. Now another way that we can stretch them, kind of turn these toes out, give yourself plenty of room, and have a seat. Coming down, hips down through the feet, stretching. Now this is pretty strong on the knees, so if this is not for you, feel free to leave it out, let it go, throw it away. All right, so go ahead and let's come over to a side lying position. Woo, time flies. We're going to come to a side lying position. We're going to do a little side kick series. So I'm going to start, let's start with our right leg doing the kicks first. All right, so I'm just going to sit up on my mat so that my body is kind of in alignment with the mat and my legs are about a 45-degree angle. I'm going to extend my legs out and anchor that bottom foot. So I'm just going to bring my weights in and have them handy. I'm going to lift this top leg and just hover. So I want to think about keeping the hip stacked. All right, so I'm not shifting and moving and wiggling that hip. I want to keep it really strong. So foot in flexion, and the hand can come over to support, or it can come behind the head. I just don't want to lose that body. So I'm going to kick forward pulse, point back, just to alignment, and squeeze through the glutes. So I'm going to kick forward pulse, point back and squeeze. Kick forward pulse, point back and squeeze. Kick forward pulse, point back and squeeze. Two more. Kick forward pulse, point back and squeeze. Last one. Kick forward pulse, point back and squeeze. I'm going to hover the foot and little circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Externally rotate. So I want to think about that little V. My heels are touching and my toes are pointing out. I'm going to point to the knee, point up, flex down. So point to the knee, point up, flex down. Nice and long through that leg, and you can have the hand wherever you'd like. Let's try to keep those hips stacked. So point, point, and flex. Last one, this direction. Now I'm going to change it. I'm going to point the toe, kick up, point down, and push the foot out with flex foot. So up, down, push. Up, down, push. Up, down, and push. Two more. Up, down, push. Up, down, push. Last one. Up, down, and push. All right, so we're going to take some little hot potato. 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1. So I'm keeping a little bit of a turnout, and I'm tapping with my heel. So I don't want to turn the toe in just yet. And toe, toe, heel, 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 and heel, heel, heel. Confusing myself here. And now
I am going to take one weight. So if you have the weight with the little crook in it, you're going to bring it in and squeeze it behind the knee. If you don't have the weight, then I would just want you to kind of pull that heel into your bottom. So we're going to take kind of a little figure 8. Circle in, circle out, circle in, circle out. So just kind of tracing somewhat of a figure 8, the best figure 8 that you can do right now. Now my hips are shifting just a little bit, so I'm getting this internal and external hip. So in and out, one more. And from here, we're just going to take this little kind of a fire hydrant, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. 2 more, really tacking that outer hip, gluteus medius. And I'm going to take it down. I'm going to set that weight down and take a little stretch. All right, so let's go ahead and switch it to our other side. So your first side's a little bit tired, and it has to work to support you. So do your best. So remember, we are lining up our torso along the mat, knees pointing off to about a 45-degree angle, and we extend the legs. So I want to think about using that bottom leg anchored into the floor. I'm going to hover this top leg, so just about hip height, foot inflection. Hand can come behind the head or come forward to support. Make sure we're keeping those hips really quiet. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. Scoop that belly in, really supporting through your core. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. 2 more. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. Last one. Kick, forward pulse, point back, and squeeze. We're going to take little circles, so just hover right over your supporting foot. And let's go 4, 3, 2, reverse. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Externally rotate. Point to your knee, point up, flex down. Point, point, and flex. Point, point, and flex. Nice and long, and flex down. Point, point, and flex. We are going to change direction. So I'm going to point the toe, kick up, point to the knee, push a flex foot out. Kick, point, flex. Kick, point, flex. Keep it strong. Kick, point, and flex. 1 more. Kick, point, and flex. Little hot potato. I'm going to tap 3 heels to the front, 3 heels to the back. And heel, heel, heel. Heel, heel, heel. Really strong, guys. Heel, heel, heel. And heel, heel, heel. 1 more. Heel, heel, heel. And to the back. All right. So bring your weight in. Tuck it in behind your knee. Here's that little figure 8. So just do your best. So turning the knee in, turning the knee out. Turning the knee in, turning the knee out. And in and out. And in and out. 2 more, guys. And out. And last little set. Those hydrants. And lift. And lift. Really strong. Targeting that outer hip. And lift. And lift. Let's get 2 more in there. We've got this. And lift. I'm going to bring it over. Set that weight down. And take a little break. All right, guys, so we are practically done. We're going to come over to the ball of the foot, sink your weight back into your heels. And I'm just going to come into a forward fold. So I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to separate my feet. Take a moment, shifting through those hips. You did those legs. They might be a little weary at the moment. I'm going to take this forward fold, bending and straightening, and bending and straightening. 1 more, please, and straighten this up. I'm going to soften the knees just to come up, coming up 1 vertebra at a time.
We're gonna take a big inhale, arms up. I'm gonna separate my feet. Right hand grabs that left wrist, stretching across, down the side body, and up. Open those hands. Take a big inhale, come up. Left hand grabs the right wrist, and we stretch. Thinking about that nice length down the side of the body, and bring it up and open. Now let's just do those little grapevine switches. I'm going to bring the right arm up, fingertips reach toward each other, and then bring it around and switch. So other side, and just continuing at your own pace, nice and slow, taking a little longer if you need to give those triceps just a little more attention, a little more stretch. And I'm going to get one more for my right side and one more for my left. Now, unwind and bring those hands to the front with your feet a little wider apart. Press, pushing out through the palms, rounding through the back. Now take a big inhale and open up, shoulders, chest, nice big stretch here. Turn it all the way back, big press, and then release it down. Nice little shoulder roll. Everybody give yourself a big inhale. Arms are going to sweep up. And exhale. Thank you very much.